Hi folks, welcome to Cole's Vapor Reviews once again. Welcome to the video. I've got a mechanical device review for you today, and it is the Stingray X clone from Infinite. This was sent on to me, free for review purpose, from elegantVapor.co.uk. Thank you again, Phil and Mazen, for your continued support on supplying me the devices to show everyone. Now, I haven't just got the Infinite one, I've also got, which they give me to compare, which is the SXK one. I'll show you on close-ups. There's very little difference in them, very little. What difference is it? I'll show you on the close-ups. But when you go on to the Stingray X product on elegantVapor.co.uk, there's an option where it says choose option, and you can choose the Infinite clone or the SXK clone. The Infinite one is £37, this is the one I've got in my hand here, and the SXK one is £30. Now, I'll tell you at the end what my take on it is, but it's very minimal, to be honest. Now, we'll take a toke on this, and then we'll go down for close-ups, and I'll show you it in close-up, the ins and outs of the device. It's my Magma sitting on here. That's 50/50 Yorkshire Fog, as usual. And the Stingray X clone, before we go down for close-ups, is a 22mm stainless steel and copper mechanical device, where it has a magnetic switch and a floating pin inside there. As always with the Stingrays, one of my favourite mods. They're so easy to swap batteries over, and there's no fiddling about with adjustment of the 510 in the top cap, and it's a real good device. And they hit really well. So what we'll do now is we'll go down for close-ups, and we'll show you the device and the differences between the two manufacturers in the close-up. So we'll see you down at the table. Alright guys, here we are close up with the Infinite Stingray clone. This is how it comes in the box, the usual Infinite black box. Take the lid off, put that to one side, and in there we get the mod, the drip tip, and the hybrid adapter. So we'll take all these pieces out, and then we'll put the box to one side. So what we've got here is the hybrid adapter, which is brass, and the drip tip, which is stainless steel and copper. Double O-ringed affair for the on the drip tip, and it's got a copper insert at the bottom. And this is all stainless steel, nice finish to that as well, nice and smooth. And then the brass hybrid adapter, the threading is nice on that, fine, but it is nice. So that's them two. Then we've got the Stingray mod. Now, let's just turn my autofocus off. There we go. 22mm device in diameter here, and the top cap is stainless steel with a copper inlay. The copper inlay is around here, where your air channels are. So we'll just take the top cap off and have a closer look at it. So what we've got here, let me get my pointer. What we've got here is airflow channels. There, it goes in through there and through here, and then allows airflow to atomizers that don't have their independent airflow. And we've got copper threading around here, so just be careful when you're screwing atomizers in and out. And you've got a floating 510. I'll push that in, and then it brings the 510 out at the bottom, which is again silver plated excuse me, silver plated copper. Let's get close up again. The threading is very nice on this. This is copper as well round here. and it's got like a polished finish to the outside of the top cap. So yeah, very nice. The tubes, no problems with the threading on the tubes. As you can see, they butt up really nice. Pretty much seamless. You can see the seams a little bit, but for a clone I think it's really good. And then what we've got here is we've got 3 sections. We've got the 18650 I'm screwing off now. So if you want to use an 18650 battery, you would use that one, and the 18500 extension, which I'm screwing off now. And as you can see, they all screw up really nice. And I'll screw that off. No problems with the threads again. And we've got the 18350 main body with the really nice and deep engraving, and you've got the copper inserts here, or inlay, and it's done really nicely. It's got a bit of a patina on now since I've been using it, but Stingray there, moniker, really nice and deep. And you've got the serial number on the back, 232, 0232 that is. And then the fire button. I'll screw this mod off, this part of the mod off. Then you've got your polished stainless locking ring, which really nice threading on that, smooth. Put that to one side and we'll have a look at the button. Now the button has got a silver plated contact, and we've got polished outer, got battery venting holes again, and they are here and down these channels here on the threading, on the copper threading. So you got 4 of them around the threading for battery venting. It is you got your dowel rim piece at the top there, and it is magnetic, but they've shortened the throw on the Stingray X quite considerably. Very little throw, as you can see, and you've got your engraving on the bottom of the switch, which is engraved into the copper inlay again, which is very deep. Very nice for a clone. And then the switch. Now I'm not going to take the switch all apart, but you take this to take the switch apart, you just unscrew this, and in here there's some will be 2 magnets, and then you've got what you've got here is you've got a little dowel. I can show you on there with my light. You've got a little dowel there, here, and you have to be careful you don't lose that. And that's where that's where I believe the crunchiness comes from, in and around that dowel. The dowel rubs up against the copper, so I just put some Vaseline on that, and it sort of goes away. The crunchiness of the switch does. It's quite nice now. So that's that. So what we'll do is I'll set it up in 18350 mode. So what we'll do is we'll put the switch on the bottom. Don't screw it on all the way, and then we'll pop in. I've got an eFest 18350, and then what we'll do is we'll put the hybrid adapter onto an atomizer. Now that atomizer would be my Magma, and what you do is you'd screw the adapter onto the Magma first, like so. Then that your 510 of your adapter sticks out, and you'd screw that, which that contacts the battery directly now, and you screw it onto the device. Just get in focus a bit. Screw it onto the device, and it becomes a sort of like a flush. So you've got no top cap there. And then what you do is screw the battery up, like the fire switch up, to secure the battery. And you've got no rattles. And then it will fire. Like so. Now, in that mode, just get focus back. In that mode, it's with this magma, it's about 98 millimeters long, roughly. But just taking it from the bottom of the fire button to the top of the atomite, to the top of the tube, it's 50 millimeters to that line, as you can see, which is, I'll show you on the, which is about here. That's the top of your tube. So in 18350 mode, it's 50 millimeters. So we'll take that off. And we will put an 18500, which is the smaller of the two extensions. Screw that on. Now get my little Harry Potter ruler. That is 63. So that would be 63 millimeters in hybrid mode. And 18650 would be with a battery in. I'm saying that that's where the switch is going to be with a battery in, roughly 80 millimeters in hybrid mode. So with them measurements, if you add the top cap, you'd be looking at another, I don't know, 5 mil. 6 mil on the top. So what we'll do is I'll take them off because I'm going to use it in 18350 with the magma and the hybrid. Stick my 18350 back in, put the magma back on, undo that slightly, put the magma back on, screw that up, and away she'll go. So that's the close-ups, guys. I'll show you the voltage drop when we go back up to the top, which is very little. But that's the close-ups, and that's how it looks in 18350. So I'll see you back at the top. Thank you. Hi folks, welcome back. What I've got here, I didn't show you in the close-ups, is the SXK one, and the only difference that I saw on it. Now I'll show you the in close-up. Now this is the Infinite one, and this is the SXK one. Now if you have a look at the serial numbers, it's the Infinite one here is not as deep as the SXK one here. That's really the only difference I could see on it. So you know, the SXK one is for £7 less, is well worth the money, in my opinion. I would always buy an Infinite clone if I was buying it blind, or you know, I hadn't seen a review of, because I've, you know, Infinite are trusted. But the SXK one here that Elegant Vapor have got is really nice, really good. That's the only difference I could see on it with regards to the engraving. The serial numbers a bit deeper on the back of it, the SXK, than it is on the Infinite. So that's personal preference really, so I'll put that back. So I've got K-Fun on here, put the original top back on, 18500. I'll take a toke. .50 as usual. Yorkshire fog. So I'll just stick a voltage drop meter on to show you. It's not a fully charged. No, it's not a fully charged battery. What have we got? 4.05 on there. This is a 1 ohm microcoil K-Fun in here, and it's 3.9 now from 4.05. So it's got a 0.15 voltage drop. That's with the original top cap on, so you might get that down a bit more with the hybrid on. But Stingrays have always been known to have very little voltage drop, and there's nothing different with the Stingray X. So that's that. And we'll take one last vape on it, and then we'll wrap it up. Lovely. Now, like I said, this is available from elegantvapour.co.uk. Also the SXK version. £37 for the Infinite and £30 for the SXK one. If the shipping now has changed with Elegant Vapour, the free shipping that is, it's you need to spend £30 now for free shipping with Elegant Vapour. So if you spend £30, which is what the SXK is, it will be free shipping. If you've got any comments or any questions on anything that I've missed in the video, if anything, that is, put it under the in the comments section on YouTube, or you can catch me on the AAEC forum. Richo71 is the avatar. I've also got links on my YouTube channel to Facebook and Twitter. I always post my videos on the AAEC forum as well, and also on Facebook, and they also go on Twitter. And thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. So thank you.